Well, Congress is returning to the Capitol after their Thanksgiving recess, and they have two major tasks ahead of them, finalizing a budget and the debt ceiling. Both have deadlines coming up, and if they don't resolve them, they could be looking at another government shutdown or an economic crisis. Our Washington, D.C. reporter Rachel Knapp explains.
The clock is ticking on a couple of important federal fiscal issues with not a lot of time left to act on them. The most immediate issue is funding the federal government to avoid a government shutdown by this Friday. A few months ago, Republicans and Democrats agreed to a short-term extension for funding the government through December 3rd. There's talks there could be another extension through January, but that's still only a temporary fix.
In fact, it's worse than that because it just puts the government on autopilot and puts the spending levels at previous spending levels and doesn't do the things that we need to do responsibly, which is plan and invest taxpayer money, the people's money, in programs and things that look at becoming more efficient, more transparent.
And by December 15th, the Treasury Department told members they have to act on the U.S. borrowing cap known as the debt ceiling. Unless Congress raises it or suspends it, the government could fall behind on our payments. The Treasury Department believes the economy would fall into an economic recession if that happens.
We need to take care of the funding and the debt ceiling and not have this cliff-to-cliff type of governing that the other side is putting us in. And that's a problem. And it's a problem that's going to be ultimately missed at one of these cliffs. And if we default on our debt, we're going to have major problems in regards to what that's going to do to the U.S. economy and our strength as a world governing power.
Congressional staffers told us that the Treasury Department does have extraordinary measures in place to prevent that. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand told us back in September, Congress won't let that happen.
There is no circumstances under which we will put the full faith and credit of the United States at risk.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.